call to order. Kathleen Allen.
Here.
Tom Chapa. Heather Del Conte.
Here.
Pamela Dowd. Lisa Glidden.
Here.
Oh, hi Pam.
Here.
James McKenzie.
Hi.
Linda Serino.
Here.
And Zeta Olson.
Here.
Thank you. We will move to the Board of Education. Item 1, Annual School District Election and Budget. Canvass of May 18th, 2021, Budget and Board Member Vote. Upon the presentation and recommendation of Dr. Mathis A. Calvin III, Superintendent of Schools, that the Board of Education approve the annual school district election of the City School District of the City of Oswego, New York, which was duly called, held, and conducted on May 18th, 2021, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. In such elections, voting was conducted for the election of 2 members of the Board of Education and the 2021-22 budget and 2 propositions of the said city school district. The statements of canvass were delivered to the clerk of the Board of Education immediately after the closing of the polls on May 18, 2021. The Board of Education declares the results of the canvass all in accordance with 2610(3) of the New York State Education Law, and the Board of Education has duly examined the statements of the results of said annual election held May 18, 2021, and foresaid in each of the school election districts of said city school district, and the results are as follows. From a canvass of the returns is contained in each statement of the result of the annual city school district election of the city school district of the City of Oswego, New York, held on May 18, 2021, and it is hereby found and determined that the number of votes cast for candidates for member of the Board of Education of said city school district in the several school election districts of said city school district is documented as per attached. It is further found that the form from the tabulation of the results of said annual election and propositions in the several school election districts that Tom Chapa and Sean Onmek are elected to the office of member of the Board of Education of the city school district for a term of 3 years, which will commence on July 1st, 2021, and which will expire on June 30th, 2024. The 2021 and 2022 budget proposition tabulations, as well as the propositions including the busing proposition and the Oswego City District Public Library funding, board member and public trustees is final as attached. This resolution shall take effective immediately. Could I have a motion?
Move it.
Linda, second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Next is personnel. First item is professional staff recommendations, probationary administrator. Upon the presentation and recommendation of Dr. Mathis Calvin III, Superintendent of School, that the Board of Education accept the following personnel recommendation for a 3-year probationary appointment as follows. Ryan Lanigan, and be it further resolved that the probationary expiration date and tentative tenure date will depend on the individual's administrator's APPR ratings in accordance with the requirements of the Education Law 3012. Could I have a motion?
Move it.
Move it.
Second? I have Kathleen as a first. Could I have a second?
I'll second it.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed. Next on the agenda is upon the presentation and recommendation of Dr. Mathis Calvin III, that the Board of Education accept the following personnel item regarding the memorandum of agreement, emergency closure dates as presented. Could I have a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Next, we move to adjournment. Could I have a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll move it.
Second?
I'll second that. Lisa.
Any discussion?
Just
All in
thank you,
favor?
everyone, for being available.
Thank you.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You may adjourn.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Great day, everyone.